Hello and welcome. In this video, we will put everything that we have learnt up until this point into use and analyze a company. Okay? We will take a company and open up its balance sheet, cash flow statement, and income statement, and then analyze the various figures. Okay? Now, you must remember that it is very difficult to come by a company which has all good figures in their sheets. Okay, so I'm going to take the example of Kubota from Escorts. Okay, Escorts manufactures machineries related to agriculture, and Kubota is a tractor. All right, I'm taking this company because all the figures in the sheets are not good. If everything is good, then it is easy for us to analyze, but I do not want that to happen. I want a company which has some bad figures and will try to link or find the reason for that. Okay. Next thing you must remember is we rely or I rely completely on the ratios. Okay. I do analyze a company using balance sheets before investing, but mainly I rely on ratios, okay, which we will learn in future videos. Okay, I'm not from a finance background, so I do not go in depth to analyze the statements. Okay, yes, so that is how I do it. You are free to do in whatever way you want. So let us go to moneycontrol.com and open up all the sheets and start analyzing. Okay, all right, so here in this tab I have opened up the balance sheet of the company, and in the next tab I have opened up the annual profit and loss statement or income statement of the same company, and in the next tab I have the cash flow statement. Okay, so let me start analyzing from the balance sheet. Let us start with share capital. If you look at the share capital in 2019, it was 122 crore rupees, and the same in the next year, and in 2021 it was 134 crore rupees. So it increased from this to this. Okay, from 21 to 22 it decreased to 131, and currently it is at 131 crore rupees. Now, to know the reason for increase from here to here, you have to go through the news. Okay, you have to go to financial news websites and search for the news between these two dates and look for them. Now, one more website which will be helpful to you would be screener.in. All right, screener.in. We will be using this in future videos too, but for now you can search here and click on this, and here you will get all the data. All right, same thing what you are getting in moneycontrol.com, but in detail. All right, so here if I click on balance sheet and if I click on corporate actions here, and if I see the date between this and this, I can see that this much amount of shares was issued to Kubota Corporation on preferential basis at a premium of this much rupees. So I come to know the reason of increase here. If I look at this here, then you can see these many shares were cancelled, maybe buyback. Okay, so these many shares were cancelled, and so you can see the decrease here. Okay, similarly there would be a reason for every figure on the sheets, so you have to go through the news and look for the reason. All right, so let me come back to this. Let me close this now. Let me come back to this. Okay, so it keeps on refreshing. So yeah, balance sheet. All right, yes, so currently it is 131 crore rupees. All right, so let's move to next, reserves and surplus. What we want in a good company is increasing reserves and surplus. So if you start looking from here to here, here to here, here to here, here to here, gradually the reserves and surplus is increasing. If the reserves and surplus increases, it means the company is growing. Okay, so here it is increasing and this is enough for us. If reserves and surplus is negative, if this is negative, then it means the company is in loss, or company is giving entire thing as dividend, which is not very likely. Okay, so generally it will be positive, but you want the reserves and surplus to grow gradually. All right. Then I told you about fixed assets. Fixed assets also should increase from year to year. So if you start looking from here to here, here to here, here to here, here to here, gradually the fixed assets are also increasing, which is a good sign. All right. Yes. So balance sheet is good. Balance sheet is good according to my analysis. Okay, my analysis. Next, let us move to I'll go to financials and I'll go to income statement, profit and loss statement. Okay. First, let us look at sales. Now, this is of quarterly. Okay, I want annual. So first, let us look at sales. So sales is increasing gradually too. All right. So if you see here, from here to here there was a decrease, but then from here to here, here to here, here to here, it has been increasing. So sales is good. All right. Next, other income is not required. Other income is not required for us now. All right. So total income, anyhow, it is related, or it is the same thing. We add these two and we get this. So let us skip that. One more thing that we are interested in is total expenditure. For us, the total expenditure should go on decreasing. Okay. So if you look at this and this, it has decreased. But when you compare this with this, the expenditure has increased. Then it has increased. And then it has increased by a substantial amount. So now you need to dig in deeper. You need to know the reason why. Okay. Now, this is just a statement from moneycontrol.com. This is not in detail. If you want in detail sheet, then you have to look at the report that is published by the company itself. If you go to Google and if you search Escorts Kubota annual report 2023, you will get reports. Okay, and you can download them and analyze. So I have downloaded here and I have opened up the profit and loss statement here. If I look at this column, this is for 2023 and this is for the previous year. What I am worried about is this increase. Okay, last year 6434 was the total expense, and this year it has increased to 7814 crore rupees. So 1200 crore rupees it has increased total expenditure, and I would like to know why. Okay, so if you are from finance background, you'll be able to figure this out. But if you are not from finance background like me, so nothing much makes sense. But here, if I look at cost of materials consumed, it is 5776 crore rupees. Okay, whereas the previous year it was 4534 crore rupees. So if we compare these two, we have a difference of 1200 crore rupees. Okay, 1200 crore rupees. So that is the main reason for increase in total expense. Okay, a company needs materials, correct? Company needs materials to operate. Now raw materials and other materials are required. So this year there was increased consumption, or maybe the price of raw materials have increased. We do not know what is the reason, but cost of materials consumed has gone up this year. Okay, so this is the main reason the total expense has increased. Now if you want to dig in deep, you can go to the news and see whether the raw materials rate have increased or whether they are producing more. Okay, in this case, in this year. Anyhow, you know the reason, and it is satisfactory. You know the reason, and we can stop this here. All right. So this is more and this is worrying, but we know due to total expenditure, the profit will come down. Okay. So this is one thing. This is one thing which you have to see, or which I see. Then the main thing that matters to us is net profit. So if I look at this last row, the profit should keep on increasing from year to year. But if I look at this is 478. Next year it has decreased. But then the next year it has almost doubled. Then it has decreased. Then it has decreased. Okay, which is not a good sign. Profit decreasing is not a good sign. But then I can relate it with total expenditure. So expenditure has gone up, and so maybe the profit has come down. All right. So this is linking with this, and so it is fine. All right. So this is all I see in the income statement. In an income statement, first is whether the sales is going up, and then whether expenditure is coming down. If expenditure is coming down, it is good. If not, I will look at the reason, and then I will look at the net profit, where I will check whether it is increasing from year to year. You must remember that you will not get, or you hardly get, a company which has every good figure. Okay, everything increasing or everything decreasing. It is a rare thing to come by. So one or two variation is fine. Okay, so here I know net profit is down, and I can relate it with increase in total expenditure. Okay, next I will go to let me go to financials and cash flow statement. Okay, so cash flow statement gives you an idea as to where the money is coming from, or how much is coming to the company and how much is going. So if I look at this starting from here till here, the first thing I will look at is operating activities. Okay, this must be positive. If it is negative, it means the company is in loss, or company is not getting anything from its core business. So if I look at 2019, it is negative, meaning the company has not made any profit. The reason for this, you can search on the internet and find news. All right, but it doesn't matter to me because it is 2019 and I'm worried about recent figures. So from here to here it has increased, from here to here it has increased, from here to here it has decreased by a substantial amount. Okay, from 21 to 22 it has decreased by a large amount. From here to here it has increased. Now during this time it was a second wave of COVID, and that might be the reason. And if you are interested, you can go to the cash flow statement and you can find the reason why. Okay, if I see here, net cash generated from operating activities 223, that is this year, and the previous year it was 32. Okay, now if you look at the figures here, you will come to know that income tax paid is 254.70 crore rupees. Okay, this year it was 186 crore rupees, and previous year it was 254 crore rupees. So large amount. And one more thing you must remember is the figure is in brackets. So bracket means negative. Okay, so they mention negative figures using brackets and not minus symbol. All right, so in some they use minus symbol, and in some they use brackets like this. So bracket means minus. So 254 crore rupees was the tax paid. All right, if you look here, profit before tax is very good, but then due to various deductions, various things going out of the company, the end result was very low. Okay, so here you can see trade payables is minus 246 crore rupees. So this and this adds up to almost 500 crore rupees, correct? And then inventories, trade receivables all decreased, leads to this. All right, this is not a good thing. All right, this much reduction from the previous year is not a good thing. But anyhow, this year it has increased, and in the previous video I showed you that the profits were increasing every quarter, so it is fine. All right, Next thing I'm going to look at is investing activities, which is very important. If a company has to grow and make profit, it has to invest. Okay, this year it has not invested much. It is just 61 crore rupees. But then previous year, if we see, it had invested 1856 crore rupees, and the previous year it was 2193 crore rupees. Okay, which is a very good amount. Now this will be reflected in share price. Okay, now this is March 2020, and this starts from April 2021. So here I have the chart of Escorts Kubota. Do not worry if you do not know what a chart is. All right. So if I go to 2020, so when was this? When do I want it? March, April, and yeah, April. So April 21. Okay, from here, if you see, the price was around 1100 rupees. But if you see, large amount was invested during this year and the previous year too, and the next year too after this. So that is the result of growth of this company. So from 1000 rupees, the current price is 3000 rupees. Okay, from 1000 rupees share price to 3000 rupees, the price of the share has increased, meaning whatever was invested is reflected here. Okay, now I'm not going to say that due to this investment we can see the increased price, only due to the I'm sorry, I cannot say that only due to investment the share price has increased. We cannot say that, but investment plays a major role. When a company invests in other things, so it is tend to grow. Okay, so the price invested or money invested in this year and this year can be seen here. Okay, but this year the company has not invested much, which is not a good sign. All right, yes. So these two are major things. This I do not look at it much. What is important is cash flow. Okay, cash flow too. Now cash flow can be positive or negative. Now here you cannot say that if it is positive it is good, if it is negative it is bad. We cannot interpret it like that. If it is negative, it may be because the company has invested a lot. Okay, this will be negative if the company invests a lot in during the previous year. This will be positive if the company doesn't invest much. Okay, which is not a good thing. So you cannot directly say that this value, if it is positive it is good, if it is negative it is bad. Okay, look at the net cash flow. If the number varies by significant amount, then you have to look at the reason. Okay, look at the reason, and if the reason is not convincing, then it would be a red flag. Apart from that, this is fine. Okay, now an important thing is to link operating activities with net profit. Okay, what we want is this figure higher than this. Okay, these figures should be higher than these figures. You see, the company is saying that it is in profit, but is the money really coming into the company? For that we have to check this. Correct? Look at this. In March 2023, the company says that last year we have made this much profit, 644 crore rupees. But then if you look at the operating activities itself, the money that has come to the company is only 223 crore rupees. They are saying they have made a profit of 644, but only 223 has come in. Then what is the reason for this? What is the reason for the difference? Why is the difference? So I had given you an example of a bike company in the previous video, correct? So here what you can infer is the company has paid money or salary to the workers. Company has paid its suppliers. Company has done everything it can. It can produce. It has produced tractors and it has supplied it. But then all the tractors that were given out have not been sold, or some were taken on credit, and so money has not come into company. Okay, company has done its part, but then the product it has manufactured has not been sold yet, or it has been sold on credit. So only this much has come to the company. Okay, even though it is showing profit of this much has come. Okay, previous year 764 is the net profit, but the money that has come to company is company was 32 only. The previous year 872 and there it was 1131. Okay, so this is good. This is what we want. Money has come into the company. They are saying profit of 872 crore rupees, and how much has come in? 1131, which is correct, and this is how it is supposed to be. And the previous year 472 and this is higher. So this is good too. Okay, this is good too. Money has come into the company. All right. Yes. So this is one important thing we have to look or link, I can say. All right. Yes. So that was the analysis of company. As I've said before, we do not worry too much about the statement analysis because we rely more on, or I rely more on the ratios, which we will be learning in future videos. All right. So now it is time for you to go ahead and take a company and analyze the various sheets. Okay. So that's it for this video. I'll see you in the next video. Till then, take care and thank you for watching.